Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Dave's Top 3,000 Songs of the Rock Era. Today I'm up to song number 2127, and that one is Soulful Strut by Young-Holt Unlimited. This one came out in 1969. Here's a pic for the single, and it was also released on their 1968 album, also called Soulful Strut. And here's a picture of Young-Holt Unlimited around the time they recorded it. The song has a pretty interesting history, which I'll get to in a few minutes. First, I want to feature a sample of this song and react. So here it goes. Okay, that's a minute or so of Soulful Strut by Young-Hold Unlimited. I think it's a really pretty song. It's got that kind of Chicago mellow jazz sound, with a wind instrument, the piano. And I guess now to talk a little bit more about the song Soulful Strut. Um, it was actually written, even though this was an instrumental hit, it was a big hit too, went all the way to number three. But it was originally written with words. The people who wrote it were Eugene Record and Sonny Sanders. Eugene Records with later with another Chicago group called the Shy Lights. They had a few big hits, which are on my list actually, and also Sonny Sanders. Um, and it was actually originally written with words. It wasn't written as an instrumental song. The original version was called "Am I the Same Girl?" and the original recording of "Am I the Same Girl" was by a woman named Barbara Acklin. Yeah, and I guess that was a pretty big hit itself. I mean, the song itself wasn't a hit. It's kind of funny. It has exactly the same label. I guess it was Brunswick label. I never heard of this recording company before, but they use the same looking label for Soulful Strut, it turns out. But anyway, so that was the originally recording, which was not an instrumental. And then that was a pretty popular hit. There were some covers later. The first big one was by Dusty Springfield. She was a pretty big British, female soul singer. I mean, solo artist. I already featured, I think, one of her songs. I got some more coming up by her. And who else recorded it? Also, Swing Out Sister in 1992. I guess they were a British group. Not really familiar with their music, but also Grover Washington Jr. recorded it in 1996. So, like I said, it has a pretty long history, and I think it's a really good song, which is why I put it on my list. And I guess now I'll just talk a little bit about the group Young-Hold Unlimited. Here's their picture again. They were a trio from Chicago. They were formed in 1966. I don't know how long they were together. I don't think it was all that long, but actually, the members were the founding members were Ian Holt, Ian Red Holt. He was on drums and L.D. Young on bass, and they were formerly with another instrumental group called the Ramsey Lewis Trio. I already featured one of their songs. I featured their instrumental version of the In Crowd at number 2642. And their other member was Don Walker. I guess they joined up with him to form Young-Holt Unlimited in 1966. And they didn't have a lot of hits. I'm just going to go through them. Their first hit was in 1967. It was called Whack Whack. And that one went to number 40. And then in 1969, they had the one featuring today's Soulful Strut, which went to number 3, as well as their cover of a pretty great soul song by originally recorded by Johnny Taylor called "Who's Making Love." His version was top 10, but the Young Holt Unlimited only went to number 595. So those were the hits for Young Hold Unlimited. I've never heard the other two songs by them, but I do like this one. So I guess that completes my feature on the song Soulful Strut by Young Hold Unlimited. So thank you for watching. You guys rock, and I'll see you next time.